Hidden beneath the sands of Saqqara, Egypt's oldest necropolis, lies a place so weird even Indiana Jones would say, "Nope, I'm good." It's called the Serapeum, a chiseled out underground maze filled with granite boxes so big they make your car look like a Happy Meal toy. Officially, these boxes were for burying sacred bulls. Unofficially, stargates, power generators, or alien bunkers. Whatever they are, it's time to lift the lid on Egypt's weirdest basement. Welcome back to Ancient AF, where we examine some of history's greatest mysteries. Our story begins in Saqqara, ancient Egypt's biggest cemetery and the place where bored pharaohs buried everything that breathed. In 1850, a French archaeologist named Auguste Mariette stumbled upon an entrance to a series of tunnels. Inside, dozens of chambers, each with a granite box so huge it would take an entire NFL team just to lift the lid. Now, some of these boxes are up to 70 tons. That's like parking an M1 Abrams tank underground and then sealing it shut with a perfectly fitting granite slab. The official explanation? These are VIP tombs for the Apis bull, animals worshipped as living gods. So yes, the Serapeum is basically ancient Egypt's luxury bull condo. The Apis bull was a big deal, a symbol of fertility, strength, and the god Ptah's favorite four-legged buddy. The story goes, when an Apis bull died, it got mummified, paraded through Memphis, and buried in a granite coffin bigger than your first apartment. But here's the twist. Almost none of these mega boxes had bull mummies. Most were empty. Some had scraps, but nothing worth a 70-ton granite safe. It's like building Fort Knox to hide a single chicken nugget. Egyptologists are sticking with that story, but anyone with a lick of common sense seems to smell a load of bull with this explanation. Let's talk engineering. These boxes are made of granite or basalt, super dense stones we still struggle to cut even with today's technology. And each box is perfectly flat and polished both inside and out to within a fraction of a millimeter. The lids alone weigh up to 30 tons and had to be lowered inside tight tunnels with zero space for cranes. Mainstream Egyptologists say they did it with copper chisels, dolerite pounding stones, ropes, and ramps. Yeah, whistles, whip, chains, and yo-yos. Yeah, Dave, let me know when you're done moving that 70-ton rock through a tunnel barely wider than the box itself. We got a load of bull to bury. Out of curiosity, a researcher tried to commission a modern-day replica from one of the world's most advanced and respected granite manufacturing facilities. They were unable to give a quote for an exact replica because they didn't have the ability to make the box from a single rock. Instead, they would need to make individual slabs and bolt them together. So, ancient Egyptians out-manufactured our most advanced granite factory today. And they did this with copper chisels and a stone ball? That's like a future civilization finding a storage facility full of microchips and saying, "Oh, we must have built them with chopsticks and dental floss, since those are the tools we found in the area." So, if they weren't bull caskets, what were they? One theory says the Serapeum was an ancient power plant. The granite's acoustic properties let it store and resonate energy. Add a priest chanting Om, and bam, free wireless electricity. Eat your heart out, Tesla.
Aww.
Others claim the boxes were like giant subwoofers for the soul. Lie inside, hum at the right pitch, and you vibrate your chakras into the next dimension. Or maybe they were stargates. Big stone boxes that opened portals when the stars aligned just right. So the Apis bull could teleport to Sirius. Beam me up, Scotty. Or Bessie. Some say these boxes were made by a lost civilization older than the pharaohs who knew advanced stone cutting and left behind a basement full of granite trophies to mess with the future archaeologists. Another Atlantis artifact hiding in plain sight. Of course, mainstream historians call this all nonsense. They prefer the bull box explanation, which is also nonsense, but official nonsense. They have a plaque on the wall and everything. So here's what we know for sure. Some boxes were never finished, as if whomever built them just dipped out. There's no written record of how they were made. No tool marks inside the lids, just perfect polished granite. If you believe the mainstream story, you get holy cows in granite condos. If you believe the fringe, you get Atlanteans, aliens, or ancient sound tech that would make Tesla jealous. Either way, I'd like to see someone drag a 70-ton granite box into their basement today. Good luck. So, deep beneath Saqqara, hidden under 5,000 years of sand, the Serapeum sits like a giant question mark carved in stone. Bull coffins, alien batteries, Atlantean relics, or just the pharaoh's very expensive prank. One thing's for sure, when the ancient Egyptians buried something, they buried it big. Smash subscribe for more ancient mysteries, granite headaches, and conspiracy theories your high school textbook politely skipped. And if you ever build a 70-ton granite box in your basement crawl space, call me. I have so many questions.